Hey guys, Andy here from Mediocre Hobbies, bringing you part 2 of our new Kill Team Nachmund series. This time we're going to be focusing on the Chaos Space Marines from the box set, and I'm going to show you guys how to paint up one of those Marines in the Black Legion color scheme, which is the one depicted on the box, to help you guys get your Nachmund boxes done really quick and really efficiently. Later in the week we're going to be putting out a bunch of short videos to show you guys how to paint all the different parts of the scenery from the box set in nice easy fashion, so look out for those later in the week. But stick around for this one. It's a doozy. I think it turned out pretty good, and let me know in the comments below what you think. Enjoy. Okay guys, so I started off by giving the miniature an all over coat of Chaos Black spray, and then I gave it a coat of Leadbelcher spray as well. So basically we're going to start with a silver base coat, same kind of technique I used for my Black Templars. And then after that we move over to the Black Templar contrast paint, and we're going to apply this to all of the armor panels across the miniature. This will give you a really nice metallic armor color, which I think is what Space Marine armor should look like, especially things like Black Legion. I don't want that flat black look. I don't think that's very interesting or exciting. And this way of painting it is extremely fast, so you should be able to get through your Kill Team set rather quickly, or if you're painting in a Black Legion army, you should be able to get through a Black Legion army quite quickly with this technique. So this is what it looks like after one coat of the contrast has dried, and I think it looks really nice. Black color for power armor. From here we move over to the Retributor Armour Gold, and now it is the time that nobody looks forward to, and that is trimming the entire armor on the miniature with gold. This is the only bit that will slow down the whole process. Each miniature, depending on how much trim they have, can take up to kind of 8-10 minutes of trimming gold. So you've just got to take your time. The neater you are at this stage, the better the miniature will look at the end, especially because the gold will show up quite starkly against the black. So if you make a mistake or you hit the black, it's going to show up quite poorly. So just try and make sure you take your time with this and don't get frustrated like I may have done in a few different parts. But this is all of the gold trimmed on the miniature. As you can see, it's quite a lot. Next we're going to move over to Flesh Terror's red contrast, and I'm going to use this for the red plume on the helmet and the tabard thing running down. I don't know what those tabard thingies are called. I know it's not a tabard, they're like the leather straps, like a gladiatorial thing. If anyone knows the name of those things, drop it in the comments below. I always like learning new things. But yeah, I just gave them a quick coat of the red contrast, and like I said, the plume as well. Over to Rhinox Hide now to layer up base coat any leather parts on the miniature, which would be his pistol holster on his left hip. And then he basically has a belt that runs around his waist, so get that with the Rhinox Hide as well. You can't see the belt so much around the front because he's got that big armor plate covering it, but it's definitely around the sides. And with that, that's going to be all the base coats filled in on the miniature. Now it's time to wash it all down. For this, I'm going for Null Oil Gloss. So the reason I've gone for the gloss one as I do not want to take away the shine of the gold or the shine of the Leadbelcher spray with the black contrast over. I want to keep the shine on the armor, as I think this is what the armor should look like. It basically makes the armor look quite interesting and stand out from just a flat black color scheme. So while that's all drying, I'm going to take the opportunity to base the miniature and talk to you guys for a second. So yeah. Okay guys, while the shade is drying, I'm just going to take the opportunity to once again thank you guys for the continued support for me, the channel Mediocre Hobbies, and my crazy 365 project, which is me going full-time on social media over the course of 1 full year. At the time of recording this, as of right now, it is day 50 of the 365 project, and it looks like today we're going to cross the line at 10,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video and we haven't hit the 10,000 subscribers yet, make sure you do hit that subscribe button and help me out. Make sure you do like the video, share with your friends, and like I said at the beginning, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I will get back to each and every one of you guys. Also, if you are super invested in the channel and you do like what I do and you want to see it continue, get bigger and stronger each and every week, then there are links to my Patreon below where you can get access to a bunch of extra features, including a Discord server, where we can all jump on, talk hobby, talk 3D printing, talk whatever you need to do. So yeah, check that out guys, and let's get back to painting. Okay, now let's get back to the miniature. So as you can see, like I said, I've gotten the miniature based. I've gone for a Martian scheme, as I believe it contrasts the black of the miniature quite well. If you want to know how I did these Martian based, there will be a link at the top of the video here, leading to a how-to video on how to do that. And the first thing we're going to do is layer up the gold, and what we're going to use for that is Leadbelcher. So I like to use Leadbelcher as like a dot highlight over the gold parts on miniatures. I think it adds a really nice, interesting highlight. It keeps it quite muted. It makes it look like that old tarnished, like this armor could be 10,000 years old, this Marine is wearing. So even if he polishes it after every battle, it's going to look a little bit more wear and tear than fresh armor. So just take your time. And as you see, I'm not doing like solid lines. I'm going in and just stabbing it a little bit, little dots of silver around. And you'd be surprised how cool it looks. I mean, there's the left leg done compared to the rest of the miniature, and I can already see it standing out a country mile. I hope you guys can see here in this, like the black sheen is still on the armor. It looks quite cool. I know I've repeated myself, but I think this will stand out in the battlefield a hell of a lot more than just like, you know, a flat coat of black, even flat coat of black with an edge highlight on it. Compared to, as you can see, as I turn it, the light changes across the armor. I'm super pleased with the result of this so far. Now we're going to move on to Khorne Red, and we're going to use this to layer up the red parts of the miniature, obviously, so those tabard tassel-y things. Hopefully you guys have told me what they are by now. And of course the plume on top of his head. And then after that, there's only really one step left on the miniature, and that is to go into the glowing parts of it. So he's obviously carrying a plasma pistol, he's got some glowing eye sockets for his helmet, and he has the center of his sword is kind of cracked, and on the images it's got a color to it. So I'm going to go for like a trifecta of color. I'm going to stick with the red, I don't want to go any crazy colors on this miniature. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Blood Angels Red Contrast. And because all of these parts are already a nice metallic color from the base spray, we can literally put the nice glowing contrast right over the top of that, and it's going to look absolutely fantastic straight away. So you just want to have a nice point on your brush for certain parts of this, especially in like the eye sockets with the helmet. And basically if you accidentally go over a little bit because it's on metallics like I did there, I just swiped it with my thumb, took the red straight off it. Kept it nice and neat and tidy. And then did the same thing for the center of the sword. I went in with a coat that was too thin at first, but obviously I don't want to chance my arm and, you know, lash a whole lot of it on and make a mess of it. So I stuck with a thin coat. I was like, that's not showing up quite as much as I would like, so I went in and got more contrast. Went in with a thicker coat, and that definitely did the job. And this is the final result of the painting project. Like I said, I'm super pleased with it. If you notice there, I've also stuck a transfer for the Black Legion on. If you're curious on how I apply transfers quick and easy, a link will show up at the top of the video here showing you guys how to do that, so check that video out afterwards. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gets your Kill Team box set painted up quick and fast, and thank you very much for sticking around to the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.